And hey, Monday, January 11th, as we get into class for today, there's a Fable Notes quiz coming up on Wednesday, and we have another quiz today. So we're not going to be recording the entire class period because you're going to be able to go off and do your own thing. Let's cover that quiz over fables and morals today. The notes, we're going to do speedy rewind over it, and then we're going to get to our big thing for today. Maybe do just a little bit of chat challenge depending on my mood. And then let's see, we'll get to chat challenge. Oh yeah, then the actual quiz will get on YouTube. Well, that makes sense. Of course, on YouTube. Your notes, we'll be going over that to try and help you out here again in a moment. Let's see. Let's do speedy bits with our previous stuff. My goal is hopefully you already have all of this written down so I can just run through it all fast. Like normally I would like to torture you with it, but time-wise, I'm wanting to hopefully have enough time for the quiz, so I'm going to have to do this fast version. So the types of fables, because we haven't seen this since like last week, is the traditional, which has been around since I was a child, which is we're bringing our old-timey stuff. And then if you and I were to rap at each other, we would have to use a verse fable, because that's the one that's going to be written out in the poemy form, which should be really easy to figure out which fables are written as verse fables, because you're going to look for it to be a poem. And then you're going to use the ones that can take place with my Gen Z dictionary, which is still the bomb diggity, and that's where the modern fables come in. And then we're going to get to the fact that it uses today-y stuff like cars and cell phones and school and YouTube and fun stuff like that and itchy heads. And then we find out, that the original reason for having all of these fables was to teach dumb kids not to jump off of things and hit each other in the head with rocks and become dead kids. And so we had to teach them morals. Not the moral that makes you a good person so you don't cheat on the test, but the moral, which is the lesson learned and biased observation on human nature. And then we got into what are the 5 things that make a fable. The most important thing being you have to have a moral, or it's just a creepy old guy telling you a story. If we want kids to pay attention to our fable, then you want to make sure that you have animals or small children. And today, one of our fables we're going to read does not have animals in it or children. It was one of the rare ones I found. It is about an old man, but it's okay. It's about an old man who talks to death. So it brings in death. So we got lucky. This is pretty much going to be animals, children, or dying. And so we brought in death, so apparently that still brings you guys happiness. You don't have to thumbs up me. I know you have issues. It's okay. And then we get to number 3, which is we want to make sure to keep them nice and short. I'm going to give you a couple long ones today, which are like, I don't know, like 6 paragraphs long. Then I'm going to give you a whole bunch of short ones, which are like 1 to 2 paragraphs in length. So we'll go back and forth. Apparently, Maddie, if you've not checked out Colleen's Zoom background, she has a thing on there about, foxes. And she put a whole definition of foxes screaming. Well, all right. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Sophia. Well, you might miss part of our quiz. We'll figure it out. All right. 4, humorous and funny, don't babble forever and have issues like me. Then 5, you're never too old to be a dum-dum, so it should be aimed at people of all ages. And then we get to that Aesop guy, Aesop, who lived just a few years ago, 620 to 560 BC, was born in this place called Africa until he was Aesop napped, myth busted. Aesop napped and then dragged to Greece, where he had to live as a slave instead of dying, and then eventually told stories to dumb kids until he told stories to the dumb emperor, and eventually was able to get the one thing that all slaves want, which is freedom. And then he was able to make fat bank selling all of his fables. And then we get to he stole almost all of his fables from other people, and that's what he becomes famous for. Ones that he did not write, but ones that other people came up with. And eventually he died because he did the thing he loved, which was teaching people. And some people get angry at teachers, like, die, teachers, die. And they tried to kill him, and they did, all because he refused to give them money and threw it into the lake to torture them. And now that he is dead, we find out the fact that we still have his books because of oral tradition, the idea which is going to come back to the passing down of a story from one generation to the next to make sure that it is not lost. And so you pass those stories along, but also causes the stories to change. Then we got to motifs or motifs, what hillbillies ask their dentist for. We found out that's where you have a hiccup, or a hiccup, which is your common character that shows up in multiple stories, like stepmothers always being evil and rabbits being fast, where it is not the exact same person, but the same type of character playing the exact same role. And then I had some genius kid tell me that it was animal stereotypes, so I stole that and added it into my definition. So now I know that it's talking about animal stereotyping. And then we went through our animal stereotypes. We said the owl is the wise and smart, nerdy one. Bully, mean, and tough is your bull because it pushes you away, or a bear because they don't like it when small girls break into their house and eat their porridge, or a wolf because they hate when pigs like to build houses, or apparently lions and tigers and stuff like that. I'm proud of you and your large forehead. It's like you joined the large forehead club. And then we have sneaky, thief, and tricky, where you have the raccoon, a weasel, which we struggled coming up with a name for, and then raccoon, a weasel. Oh, and then, wow, ironic, I forgot that one since it was the one that you guys keep talking about, finding out what does the fox say, which apparently, according to Colleen, is that likes to scream people's names. And then a good memory. Again, it'd be ironic if you did not remember which one had the good memory, but that would be the elephant for helping you guys out there. And then the rabbit, and that's fast. Blah. The slow one, that's going to be our the turtle, the tortoise, and then also for the snails, and sloths if you really don't like to move at all. And let's see, dumb ones. You could have put teenager, but we're going to go with cow on that one, so we're not throwing too much shade. And then we get to messy or slob. Again, you could have put teenager, but we're going to go with pig for that one. And then we have hungry or eats everything. Again, could have put teenage. It's weird how teenager, shaking your head, your head's going the wrong way. It's supposed to go this way. Again, yeah, don't even act like you guys don't eat everything. Whatever. I watch you guys sit there and eat while I'm teaching half the time. You just go from like one food item to the next. You are right. Pigs are very clean and they're incredibly smart. And we have the goat, or Tom Brady, who again apparently beat another new team in the playoffs, given it was the Washington football team, and you guys could beat them, but that's fine. Try to yell at me. And then you have shy and quiet. Yes.
I don't like Tom Brady.
That's fine.
I don't like him. He's the GOAT.
Well, there's a difference between I don't like him, but the fact is he is. Well, the definition of GOAT is greatest of all time. And even if I don't like him, yeah, well, you saying it doesn't necessarily make it true, unfortunately. Then just me saying it makes it true.
Who are we talking about?
Tom Brady. And the fact that...
No, you have it all wrong. Are you forgetting about Joe Montana?
I personally think Tom Brady is a great hockey player.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Whatever.
Do you even know who Joe Montana is? He's way better than Tom Brady.
Look what you got yourself into, Mr. BroviCast.
I know. Wait till we get to the test when you guys are actually encouraged to.
I'll give it to Tom Brady. He's a smart football player, but he's not the GOAT.
Yeah, he is a smart one. I mean, whatever. All I hear is a whole bunch of disrespecting out there. And again, I started off by saying I don't like the man, but that does not stop him from being really good at what he does. Then, oh, look at that, shy, quiet. Not putting teenagers down for here, as you all just proven that does not apply to you. Kids will try to yell at me at the same time. But any number of other things, deer, mouse, kitten, and apparently for some of you, the fox. Then, oh my goodness. And then talkative and outgoing. This one apparently does appeal or apply to multiples of you, because a lot of you guys try to yell at me like angry little munchkin children. All right. So now we did the quick review of all the old notes since we have not seen them since last week. So now we get to our new stuff. All right, and let's get to new things. I am not picking up cockatoo rants. All right, let's go here. No, I'm not doing this one. It was just a sec. I thought it would take us longer to get through the other stuff. So I appreciate those of you who popped your screens back on, but we'll save it for later. Let's go to here. All right, I have a handout which you can find on Canvas if you are wanting it. It is going to have a bunch of fables that you can go through and read as examples. Is it necessary? No. Will it make your life easier? Yes. Will some of you choose to not download it? Of course. Is it because you're lazy? yeah, duh. But anyway, I figured when you do download, I think your head shaking and nodding is a little bit off, and that's okay. We'll just try to judge you a little bit. So for those of you who do choose to download it, this is what it looks like. We're just going to have a listing of different fables, so you guys get example fables. That's what we're getting ready to do now. We're going to go through and take a look at a few example fables. Are you raising your hand at me, Ledford? Ledford, what's up, Ledford?
It says access denied when I click on it.
Did you try try all the different links? If not, I'll go in there and fix it. And it's because
use the last week's link.
Yeah, apparently I don't know, last week's links, then try that. Canvas drives me nuts this year. It just seems to suddenly just kill some of my links. It's like, what? You want kids to have access to things? That's overrated. I have to go back in there. Then it puts like random links. It's so frustrating. All right. So here's what we're going to get to for today. I want to read some of the ones that are on that handout. We're going to take a look at here also. I'm going to be reading you example fables, and we're going to be figuring out what type of fable it is, and then also the best moral. This is what you have to do for today's quiz. So what you're doing, for those of you who are wanting to work in a group, because you get to choose your group for the quiz. If you want to work in a group with other people, you're going to need to convince them that you are a good person to have in your group by demonstrating today that you can figure out the correct morals to go with these fables. All right, let's demonstrate with our first one, called The Lion and the Mouse. Once when a lion was asleep, a little mouse began running up and down on him. This soon woke the lion, who placed his huge paw on top of him and opened his big jaws to swallow him. "Pardon, O king of the jungle," cried the little mouse. "Forgive me this time. I shall never forget it. Who knows, but I may be able to do you a favor one of these days." The lion was so amused at the idea of the mouse being able to help him that he lifted up his paw and let him go. Some weeks after this, the lion was caught in a trap, and the hunters who desired to carry him alive to the king tied him to a tree while they went in search of a wagon in which to carry him. Just then, the little mouse happened to pass by, and seeing the sad condition in which the lion was caught and tied, went up to him and soon gnawed away the ropes that bound the king of the beasts. "Was I not right?" said the little mouse. All right. One, for those of you who are hating on yourselves, I've already thought about that. And for those of you who have no friends, I have ways to help you out. For those of you who want to be alone, I have ways of helping you out too. I've got all of your backs, boo-boos. Settle down. For those of you who are like, "I hate humans," and others of you are like, "Humans hate me," we'll be along the same lines. All right. So ready? We're going to do a chat challenge. Here's your first chat challenge. Look at you bragging about the fact that you have a friend. What type of fable is this first one? So that's your first chat challenge. What type of fable is this one going to be? All right. And in a moment, you're going to have to figure out the moral, but that's not a chat challenge because you guys will all hate me because you're not like, "Why didn't you choose mine?" All right, ready? And chat. Uh-oh. You came in too early. You came in too early. Sorry, I started singing the too early song. And the correct answer should be clicky, clicky, traditional. So that's what we're going for. Let's see, who do we have? Wow, the old one. You literally have old timey. You have notes in front of you to write down the word traditional and not use my word old time. Oh my goodness gracious. Miller, congratulations. Maddie, you were my first one. Go, you responsible kid. The second, no idea. Good guess. Very strong answer. I like that one. Traditional, although you have weird spacing in it. We're going to try not to judge you too much. So Eli was my second. I am not giving credit for old timey. You had to actually have the actual name for it. Sassy. No, work right. No. Where's old timey? Old timey. I hate my computer. There we go. And Rutsito is my third one. And hang on. Rut. And who's my next one? And which Olivia is that? Macnol, you were my last one. Go you. All right. And then there. But I gave you old timey as the definition. I said, which one was it? Not give me the definition of it. Don't you get all yelly at me because you guys can't follow directions. All right, let's go with this. For those of you who are trying to convince others that you'd be good to have in a group, here's my next question. What moral should this one be trying to teach us? So what moral is it trying to teach us? Smallest things can make a big difference. Ooh, not bad. Assuming Eli's ha 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 is not there. Trust by Macnell. Good, but that's more of a theme. You probably need a little bit more than just one word. Little friends may prove to be great friends indeed. It looks like you're trying to quote something. Treat others. Hang on a second. I see a rush. Give me 1 second. Be kind, and kindness can come back to you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Never underestimate people. The smallest thing can be the most dangerous. Uh-oh. Don't judge a book by its cover. One decision can make a big difference. Sophia, what do you have, dear?
That was an accident.
Oh, I forgive you. All right. And they have down as, it's not a person's size that counts. Starve yourself and your family and be vegan. A cow's more. Well, you guys came up with really interesting ones, which is an interesting bid to see if you can get people to follow your path. But they did, it's not a person's size that counts. Again, you don't have to nail it exactly. You're going to have ones to choose from. It's just, can you properly match one up? All right, let's try another one. This one should be a fairly easy to figure out which one the type is, but I'm going to make it a chat challenge here in a second. All right, no one getting my reference. I know, other humans. All right, the tortoise and the hare. By the way, this was written by one of my past students. That's why I put the name Ashley Winchell up there, because she wrote it, so I stole it from her. There was a hare just hopping by. Right then a tortoise caught his eye. He said, "Hi, tortoise, how are you? I bet I am faster than you." The tortoise said, "Oh, no contraire, I am much faster than a hare." The hare said, "Fine, we'll take a test. I'll show you I'm the very best." They stood behind the starting line while the hare thought, "This race is mine." Bang! That was the gun. Now go. The hare took off and stubbed his toe. Oh, well, who cares? He is too fast. He knew the tortoise would be last. He tripped and skipped along the track, but he could not stop looking back. The tortoise was not anywhere. He just was too slow for the hare. As he finished, he could see something standing by the tree. It was the tortoise. He had won. The tortoise said that race was fun. Then he laughed in the hare's face, and then we get our moral. All right, let's go with what is our type of fable. Ready? Type of fable on this one. Not going for definition, going for the type. Uh-oh, people can't follow directions, and now it's out. Let's see. You put verse or modern verse? Sneaky. All right, and I don't think gun is traditional. My answer is verse. It'd probably still qualify as verse. So Talbot, we'll give it to you, even though he did the gun. And that one, wait, no. No, I did the wrong one for Talbot. Talbot, top three. And verse, that is Rush. That is the Rush child. Good job, Rush child. And Olivia Macnell. And let's go with and then Burns and Rutsito are my last ones. Burns and Rutsito. Nicely done. I agree on the verse. Clicky verse. Go you guys to there. Then, what moral should that last line be? Remembering it has to rhyme. So what would it be, knowing it has to rhyme? Ooh, I believe it, all right. And he laughed in the hare's face, slow and steady. Let's find out. And look at that, nailed it. Slow and steady wins the race. Well done, Rye. All right, let's take a look at our next one. And Elena and Rutsito, even though came in slightly late, not judging. All right, and then there. Here we go. Next one, the Bad Kangaroo. So on this
Mr.
one, I'm
Broviak.
Elena.
Mr. Broviak.
Elena.
I think you only sent it to one person.
Yeah, I couldn't see
well?
either.
Nope, I did. Went to everyone.
Yeah.
I did for what? The moral? Yeah, the moral wasn't a chat challenge. I was just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The moral wasn't a chat challenge. That was a kids who pay attention challenge. Squidkins.
Did you say the moral for a verse had to rhyme?
Well, no, but that one did. Because it's a poem. Poems rhyme. And so they put in the rhymey line. Because a verse fable is a poem. You're giving me squinty face. Like that's
But if I
confusing.
make if there's a moral for a verse, does it have to rhyme?
I mean, not officially, but I mean, if you're writing a rhyming thing and it's gonna be one of the lines, it's probably gonna rhyme with something.
Wait, the moral has to be in the
fable. It should be the last line of your fable. Your moral is always the last line of the fable. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know what I missed there, but
Well, I officially don't blame you. These are the first fables we're reading together, so maybe you just haven't seen them yet. So don't attack yourself on that one. And for the others of you, yeah, the morals are not a chat challenge. I just have you guys write them in there, kids. And yes, to answer your question, Rye, you are going to be writing a fable coming up this week. That is your assignment, where you get to create your own fable, but you also get to create your own moral, and you get to teach us whatever you want. Whether it's like don't stick your tongue in a light socket, or you should not meme your teacher and then send it to your friends, or whatever your particular moral might be, you get to pick the lesson and then pick how you want to teach it. All right, for this chat challenge, you are not telling me what type of fable. You're going to tell me evidence to prove the type of fable. So I have faith in you figuring out what type of fable it is. I want you to give me evidence to prove the type of fable. I appreciate that, Elena. Way to hold yourself back. All right, the bad kangaroo. There was a small kangaroo who was bad in school. He put thumbtacks on the teacher's chair. He threw spitballs across the classroom. He set off firecrackers in the lavatory and spread glue on the doorknobs. Your behavior is impossible, said the school principal. I am going to see your parents. I will tell them what a problem you are. The principal went to visit Mr. and Mrs. Kangaroo. He sat down in the living room chair. No, cried the principal. There's a thumbtack in this chair. Yeah, I know, said Mr. Kangaroo. I enjoy putting thumbtacks in chairs. There was suddenly a loud noise from down the hallway. Oh, forgive me, said Mrs. Kangaroo to the principal. The firecrackers that we keep in the medicine chest have just exploded. We just love the noise. The principal rushed for the front door. In an instant, he was stuck to the doorknob. Pull hard, said Mr. Kangaroo. There are little globs of glue on all of our doorknobs. The principal pulled himself free. He dashed out of the house and ran off down the street. Such a nice person, said Mr. Kangaroo. I wonder why he left so quickly. No doubt he had another appointment, said Mrs. Kangaroo. Never mind, supper's ready. Mr. and Mrs. Kangaroo and their son enjoyed their evening meal. After dessert, they all threw spitballs at each other across the dining room table. All right. I'm telling you now, it's a modern fable. My question for your chat challenge is, what is your evidence to prove it is a modern fable? So you give me evidence. And there's probably like 5 or 6 different things you could put down. So pick any one of your 5 or 6. This is going to be a chat challenge, so I'll put this in there because it's not a moral. Children nowadays. All right, and chat challenge is out. There you go, and that went out correctly. And any number of answers could work here, whether you're talking about the fact that there's pranks or school or doorknobs or spitballs or fireworks or anything like that. Looks like, and Owen, fireworks, school, thumbtacks, glue, modern pranks, and very fun. Being funny does not count. But anyway, yes, Owen is correct. So Owen got firsties, and modern, throwing spitball, firecrackers, thumbtacks, principles. Rutsito is correct. And then Eli, firecrackers, spitballs. All right, Eli is also correct. Go Eli. Then let's do 2 more. Maddie, because it involves school and firecrackers. Maddie is correct. And Rye, and apparently Rye has good ping today. Rye is also correct. Nicely done, you. All right. And then modern, firecrackers, thumbtacks. Yes. School, spitballs. Yes, yes, yes. All right, go you guys. Let's go to our next one. Oh, wait, no, not a chat challenge. Does anyone have a moral that would work this? This is impress other kids with how smart you are challenge. Since you're going to be getting into groups here in just a few moments, you're going to try and convince kids that you're a smarty smart and know what you're talking about. So what should we have learned from this one? Can we do Pokemon for Fables as animals? You know what? I'm going to go with yes. I will count Pokemon as types of animals because that amuses me and brings me happiness. So, although I'm not sure what, I guess you could probably find motifs they would follow. All right. Let's see. A child's actions shall reflect that of their parents. Not bad. All right, right. A child's action reflect that of their parents. Never think it's always the kid's fault. It may be the parents' influence. Again, good job, Owen. Like father, like son, runs in the family. Kids are like their parents. Apparently, you guys were all on the right track. Go you. The official one is, it is a child's actions shall reflect that of their parents. Nice living. Did you guys Google that or something? Yeah, like for word. A bunch of
The
cheaters
answers
on
are
this.
on the Fables.
Oh yeah, because you did that one. I apologize. I forgot you can just copyright. It's not my fault. I didn't expect you to be smart enough to look on there. I was expecting you to be a bunch of dum-dums. Apparently, we should probably write a fable about Mr. Broviak not expecting kids to be smart. So I didn't even think about that. I'll have to rearrange that. All right, good job, Rutsito. Way to prove me being the big dum-dum. I accept your proof. All right, let's go to our next one then. All right. Ooh, on this one, what should I do with the quiz? Sophia, the quiz will activate here in like, I don't know, like 10 minutes or so like that. And then watch the video later or just log on and take the quiz and it should be activated and the button will work for you at that point. You should be good to go. You'll just probably not take it with other people. All right, here's two things I'm going to show you. And this one will be a chat challenge then. So here is a fable called The Ant and the Grasshopper. It's a traditional one. So let me read it to you real quick. It says, the ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain they had collected in the summertime. The grasshopper, dying of starvation, passed by and eagerly begged for a little food. The ants asked him, why did you not store up food during the summer? He replied, I didn't have any free time. I passed the day singing songs and relaxing. They then said in derision, if you are foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance supperless to bed in the winter. And then the moral is, plan for the days of necessity or use your time wisely. So knowing that, here's my chat challenge question is going to come in. Here's a fable also called The Ant and the Grasshopper, but it is much more detailed and goes into all kinds of background, has a similar moral, but is a little bit different. Your chat challenge question is, what is the term we learned that explains how we can have two completely different fables that came from the same idea, but ended up being different? What term did we learn that explains how this could occur? How do we go from having that short one and a long one, and them both being correct answers? Those are both correct fables, both connected back to Aesop, but they're different. I think that was enough time for you guys to type it in. And chat challenge. This one was not on the handout. I've learned my lesson. The correct answer should be oral tradition. Nicely done. It should be oral tradition. The idea of passing it down. Oh, and again, my kid does not give up. All right. Owen was firsties. And then Rye. Is that 3 points? I think Rye has won every time also. Nope, I think he's missed just one. So it's Owen. And Rye. And then Chase is also on there, and Chase with his, where are you, Chase? There you go. First official win. And then, ooh, no Macnell, but you made me smile. And let's see. Oh no, come back. So Macnell didn't get it, or Zeke gets it. So Zeke's officially on the board, and Colleen is enjoying doing apples and trees. Lau, you are my last one to get points. Good job, Lau. Oral tradition. And then wait, how many wins do I have? I don't know, like 3. There you go. Wrong tree. All right. Let me read you one more. Apparently, I'm not going to have you figure out the hand or the moral because you can already look on the cheat sheet. I'm going to read this one to you, though, and have you figure out what type of fable it is. So on this one, what is our type of fable? That's going to be your chat challenge question. All right. This one's called Boy Trouble. This was also written by one of my students, and it made me smile. Once upon a time, there was a group of friends. In that group of friends, there was cat, butterfly, deer, and panther. One day, they were all hanging out at the mall when Jaguar came strolling by. All 4 friends stopped and stared, for he was very cute. I'm not standing around with you losers, Panther said. I'm going to get me a hot new boyfriend. Panther strutted her stuff and walked right up to Jaguar. Hey, she said. Hey, he replied. You're fine. Let's go hang out, baby. So Jaguar and Panther left the other friends standing and staring. We don't need her, Cat said. She's stupid to go Jaguar. She's so ugly compared to me. Jaguar will never like her, Butterfly said. Be nice, Deer said rather shyly. She can do what she wants. Panther and Jaguar were walking through the forest when Jaguar saw a very pretty tiger. Heck with you, Jaguar said. I'm her boyfriend now. Jaguar ran over to Tiger and they walked away slowly together. Can't believe I was so foolish to think he would like me, Panther cried. Just then the 3 friends walked up. It's okay, Deer replied. We're still your friends, sighed Butterfly. I can't believe you still like me, mumbled Panther. All right. What is our type of fable on this one? All right. Ooh. Or, hang on. No, let's make it more challenging. All right, you can delete that one. I'm going to tell you the type of fable. I'm going to make it a slightly more challenging question. It's a modern fable. Here's your question. What evidence in there would prove it is a modern fable? So what evidence would show us it is a modern fable? So what evidence did you find that would show it is a modern fable? Uh-oh, hang on a second. Let's do this real quick. Can I make that disappear? There we go. So in case you need to see everything. All right, that might help you guys also. All right, are we good? Let's find out. And challenge is out. And the correct answer would be, I would accept that. The mall, most definitely. Using of the word baby, I think I would accept that one tall. I mean, they dated back then. I would account the dating also. All right. Boyfriends, girlfriends. You know what? I'm going to count that one. Savannah, you're officially the first one on there. I'm going to count the boyfriend, girlfriends. The slang. Generic, but I'll give it to you, Owen. I mean, it's not very specific. I was expecting like evidence of what slang. And then Ledford, I will absolutely accept that one. The fact you're at the mall at the beginning. And let's do 2 more. People, Macnell, and my last one is Chase. And Chase is my last one there. Go you. Then the moral, of course, being friends should come before boys. Go you. And hang out and heck with you, baby. Moral, romantic relationships are stupid. Not exactly wrong. I'm not saying I disagree with you there. All right. So that gives you an idea of how fables work and then trying to figure out the moral that goes along with them. Don't date zoo. Yes, I believe, Chase, that is probably something that works well for all of us, is that you should not date zoo animals. I mean, I think it would have been better if she'd made, instead of like a jaguar or whatever it was, they should have made that like a dog. It would have been even better because like that boy's a dog. You could like use more slang, but I didn't write it, whatever. All right, there. Now I'm gonna skip that one. I don't care about that one. Let's go to. All right, now let's get to our fun stuff. So now we are going to get to the quiz. I will tell you now, once you finish quiz, you are done with class and you get to leave. It is a 9-question quiz. You do not have to come back. So you get to leave once you are done and turned in. If you want to work with other people, by the way, on the screen right now is showing you where you can find the quiz. It's on the main page. It's on the to-do. It's on the announcements. You can find where it is. Hang on. So those your question about where it is? If so, I can answer that. If it's about who to work with, hang on a second. So if you want to work on your own, you can do that. What you're going to do in a moment is you can send me in chat one of these options. Option 1, if you want to work in a group with people, all the people in the group have to send a message. So if like Owen and Ledford and Watkins all want to work together, all of you would have to send me a message saying that you want to work together. If not, for all I know, you're trying to steal a smart kid and force a smart kid into your group. That's not the way it works. When you go into your group, you are able to read through and read each one and then answer those questions. And you're going to be reading fables. There's 9 fables in total, and you're going to figure out what the moral is. So as an example, hang on. So like this would be number 1, where there's going to be a fable, and then you have to figure out which of those morals connects to that fable. That's what you're going to be doing for this. If you don't want to work with other people, you are welcome to work solo, and I can send you to a breakout room and you can be in there by yourself. I'm fine with that too. Or you can choose randos. If you would rather be in a group with other people and you're like, just put me with random people, I can put you with random people, and I'm absolutely fine doing that too. Anyone who does not choose a group, you are going to be stuck in the main room with me, and I will be reading the fables out loud. But the drawback is you have to go at my speed. So if you want to go on your own, that's fine. If you're a fast reader and you can get the whole thing done in 5 minutes, go on your own. If you'd rather stay in the main room, I will read the fables out loud to you with my melodic voice, but you're going to go at the speed that I go through and read them. So I am fine from there. So in a moment, I'm going to start kicking you guys into rooms. All right, hang on, I'm going to stop sharing so that I can see it and make the rooms. All right, and Rutsito, what is your question now, Rutsito?
Are these fables like real life, or did you make them?
These are not, these are all real fables. They're made by either Aesop or Lobel, who are the 2 most fabulous people out there. So they're not crazy ones that I did and that you have to worry about things. Squiddy.
Is it still like a normal quiz, even though we get into like a group? Like, can we still take it twice or 3 or whatever it is?
I think I set up for twice. And so, yes, you are more than welcome to take it more than once. I am fine with that.
Thank you.
All right. Absolutely. All right. Those of you who have sent them to me, let me go through there real quick. I want to be in a room. All right. So hang on. There's a lot of you, so it's going to take me a second to get these things assigned. No, come back. Ooh, hang on. Those of you who want to be solo, I can do it real quick. If you just raise your hand, I will go ahead and put all solo people straight into a room, and you can go ahead and get started. So as soon as I see that you want to be solo, I can kick you to a room. All right, so Kyla, I have you going to a room. Robbins, let's see. Robbins, I have you going to a room. And Rye, let's send you to a room. And Macnol, I will send you to a room. And Talbot, send you to a room. And Rutsito, send you to a room. And Ledford, is that your way of raising your hand? All right, Ledford, let's go. Ledford, send Ledford to a room. All right, so that, and Jaden, I see you. All right, and Jaden, I see you. Sorry, Jaden. All right, are those, and Colleen, all right. And Colleen, let's go to there. And I think that's all my solo people. All right, and then those of you who are wanting to be grouped, I can do the next part. So those of you who wanted solo, you just got yours. Let's go here. Did you just say heck is not a bad boy word? All right, and let's go to here. All right, Elena, and let's go. See, I need to go down to 10. So Avery and Elena, I'm sending you to a room. 10. All right, and let's see. Elena, Avery, and there, and
Parker and I want to be in the same room.
all right, got you. That is Jean-Claude and Parker. You're out. All right, and no, and I want to be in a group. All right, Schnipple and Squidkins. All right, and Schnipple. Squidkins. And who's that? Maddie. Let's see, do I have anyone else who wants to be solo? And no other. All right. So no one else said randos. We'll keep you guys together with me. All right. And then there. And do I have anyone else who had a room that you wanted to go to? If not, I'm missing. I think I went through. Are you freaking out, Eli? Let's see. Shelton. Where did I miss Shelton? There you go. Solo. I see you, Shelton. All right, I got you. Hang on. Let's see. How do I do this again? Let's go here.
Can I be solo?
Yeah, I got you, kiddo. Hang on. Let's go. Shelton. No, I gotta figure out how to get to it again. Arg. And there we go. Shelton. You go to room 14. There you go. And Shelton's out. Who else did I miss? Anyone else? Eli, I see you yelling me. What did I miss with you, Eli? Where are you wanting to go?
I want to be with Chase Phillips in a breakout room.
All right, gotcha. Let me put both of you guys together. All right, assign to Chase and same one. 15. Gotcha. All right. So then we just have my people. And hey, we get to be our own group then. And we're going to work as a team together here. All right. Well, work for me. And, never mind, Maddie. I can kick you out and let you go solo, and you don't have to be with our group then. And then here, let's see. How do I? No, I'm getting you. Where do I need to go to here? Maddie. No. Getting there. It keeps fighting me. Stop it, computer. And there we go. Maddie. Here. All right, and that kid. Then the rest of you, we get to work together. There we go. And you get my lovely voice. All right, let's go to here. No, I'm hitting the wrong thing. You get to listen to my voice. Right. And if you want to, you are also more than welcome to help each other cheat in this room too. Let's do our own group of cheaters. All right, let's begin with, there we go, the lion and the bulls. A lion often prowled about a pasture where 3 bulls grazed together. He had tried without success to lure one or the other of them to the edge of the pasture. He had even attempted a direct attack, only to see them form a ring so that from whatever direction he approached, he was met by the horns of one of them. Then a plan began to form in the lion's mind. Secretly, he started spreading evil and slanderous rumors of one bull against the others. The 3 bulls distrustingly began to avoid one another, and each withdrew to a different part of the pasture to graze. Of course, this was exactly what the lion wanted. One by one, he fell upon the bulls and made easy prey of them all. Your options are, the more you want something, the harder you fight for it. Or, if you try to please everyone, you will please no one. Or, together we're strong, divided we fall. Or, a change of where you are does not change who you are. And finally, never eat a squirrel unless you have lots of ketchup. Now, we will not use all of these morals, you will not use more than once. So if we use it here and it pops up again later, keep that in mind. That's my 1 hint to you. 2, if anyone would like to help cheat, you're more than welcome to. If you think you know the answer, you may either put it into chat or you may go ahead and speak out and say, I think it's this, and that is how you can help the other kids cheat. If no one wants to help anyone cheat, then that's fine, and we'll go on to the next one. But I figure for those of you who feel strong and brave, you are welcome to help the other kids. If no one feels strong and brave, I'm okay with that too. Looks like you're going to go on to question number 2. Question 2. There we go. The hare and the hound. Stand up so I can move. One day, a hound out hunting by himself flushed a hare from a thicket and gave chase. The frightened hare gave the dog a long run and escaped. Wait 1 second, I forgot to stop recording. Pause recording. Sorry, those of you who are still listening, you're out of luck. I'm not helping you cheat anymore. Ha! Stop. Stop.